What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of 100 Yards Football Sports Talk Radio. I'll be your host and producer, Logan Landers, and join me here today to talk about the North Dakota State Bison and their team preview for 2024 is my guy from FirstRoundMock.com, William Yanish III. William, how you doing, man? What do you like about this North Dakota State team?
Oh man, I started to do some research to go through this northern exposure thing, and headed out west to the teams out there. And North Dakota State, man, I think they're really kind of a forgotten team. No one's really talking about them. That they have returning quarterback Cam Miller, and I mean, this is definitely a team. He is the leader. I saw a reel of North Dakota State, and they were coming out behind him. And yeah, he has that charisma and has that experience. This can be a team, that can do something. They are starting out against a phenomenon of Shedeur Sanders out in Colorado, and that kind of leaves some mixed reviews. I'm one of his biggest critics, but then going through, they got some easy teams, and then they end up at Southern Illinois with the Salukis out there, San Diego State, Murray State, Northern Iowa, Missouri State, and then South Dakota to close out. And South Dakota was a team last year that beat this team, so there's definitely going to be something brewing there. The wide receivers: Braylon Henderson, Eli Green, Rajah Nelson, the redshirt senior coming back, Dylan Lobb. They've got the tight end, Jet Zabel. His brother is also on the starting side of this offensive line at left guard, Gray Zabel. So that's a pretty good story, getting to play. It's a 4-3 defense, that all starts up with Dylan Hendricks, Eli Mostert, Javier Derrett. Going to the linebackers in the front seven, got Logan Kopp, Nick Kubitz, Julian Lodarzik, and the secondary is run by Jaden Price and Marcus Shepard at the corners. They're definitely the most experienced on this team. And like I said, it's just kind of forgotten. And I think that they can use that for some fuel to actually drive their season.
Mm-hmm.
They went 8-3 last year, and I feel that they can definitely better that for sure. What do you think, Logan?
Yeah, I mean, when you look at North Dakota State, when you think of college football, typically not the first team you think of, right? But like you said, I mean, this is a team who in the last 20 some odd years has just been steamrolling opponents, it felt like. Of course, we know some of their famous draft picks, Trey Lance and Carson Wentz in more recent memory. So they have been a school, like you said, they're not who you think of. It's hard to find stuff on them. You really have to dig deep if you want to find stuff on these guys. If this is really one of the hardcore kind of football teams. You know what I mean? Everyone can look for the Alabamas of the world and read thousands of articles, but North Dakota State, you got to do a little bit more digging, which I think we appreciate as as journalists and as sports commentators. But I think this team, as you mentioned, quarterback room with Cam Miller as well as Cole Payton helping out, that's going to look good. The offense, of course, being with your good running backs and Trey Drake, Nathan Hines as well. So I think those guys are going to look really good. I think that is a really good tandem there. Like you said, you've got some really good players. Like you said, you mentioned the receiving core. They got some good players as well. We know they also have some talent there that's in the NFL, and Christian Watson. When he went through that program a couple of years ago, now he's doing his thing out there in Green Bay. So it looks good out there. Like you said, like you gotta love the name. Just you gotta love Jet Miller, right? You gotta love love his name and everything like that. It's always good to have a cool kind of name like that, I think. But I think the O line, like I said, they've had some good players through the years. I think that they'll be lined up ready to go. Like I said, defense, just got to do what you got to do, right? Don't overthink things this year. I think that they've got a solid – when you look at their schedule, right, I like how this team is constructed to go against who they're facing in 24. Like I said, I think they've got some good challenges in there, but overall, like you said, Colorado week 1, no one's going to be expecting this team to win. So, I mean, if you come out and beat Colorado, for God's sake, you'll get some more eyeballs on you. So I think overall, though, North Dakota State, they'll have a good year. Nonetheless, man, I think they'll look solid. And just kind of keep up the ways they've been doing things here as of late.
Oh wow, I'm not sure what happened. I guess Logan dropped out, but
oh, we're back here. Don't you love technical difficulties going from one screen to another? But that was the end of it anyway. I was wrapping things up here, just on a nice little bow. But overall, North Dakota State, just like my internet connection, is speedy, quick, and they're going to put up a lot of points on the board. So I think it's going to be a good year. But hey, William, appreciate you coming on the show, man. Talking about NDSU with the Bisons. And I've been your host, producer, Logan Landers. Guys, we'll talk to you again on another live episode.